Why does your cat suddenly freeze and stare at a blank wall? Spoiler alert, there's nothing random about it. They're picking up on things your senses could never even begin to detect. In this video, we're revealing 11 strange things cats can see, hear, and sense that you simply can't. What you don't know about these abilities could leave you completely speechless the next time your cat acts like they're tuned into a different dimension. And wait until you get to the final point. It might just change how you think about bedtime. But before we dive in, give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe. It truly means the world to us. Now, let's step into the secret sensory universe of your cat. Number 11. Cats have a built-in night vision system that defies all logic. You think you know darkness? Your cat laughs at your nightlight. Cats have a layer of reflective tissue behind the retinas called the tapetum lucidum, which bounces every available photon of light back through the eye a second time. This is exactly why their eyes glow in the dark. They're literally recycling light. On top of that, cats have up to 8 times more rod cells than humans, meaning they can detect motion and shapes in conditions so dim you'd be completely blind. That 3 a.m. sprint across your bedroom floor? Your cat saw every obstacle clearly. They're not running into walls. You would be. Number 10. Cats see a world painted in ultraviolet. Here's something that will completely change how you view your cat staring at the ceiling. Cats can perceive ultraviolet light, a spectrum that's entirely invisible to the human eye. This means flower patterns glow like neon signs to them. Animal trails appear like luminous footprints, and certain surfaces reveal hidden markings we'd never notice. Researchers believe UV vision helps cats track prey because rodents actually leave UV-visible urine trails. So when your cat is laser-focused on an empty corner, they could be following a glowing map you simply cannot see. Number 9. Their hearing range puts any home security system to shame. Ever watch your cat's ears swivel like tiny satellite dishes, zeroing in on something you can't hear? That's exactly what's happening. Cats can detect frequencies up to 65,000 Hz, compared to the human ceiling of around 20,000. That covers the ultrasonic squeaks of mice, the high-pitched hum of electronics, and distant sounds from several streets away. And unlike dogs, cats have 32 individual muscles in each ear, allowing them to rotate independently up to 180 degrees. They don't just hear more, they pinpoint it with military-grade precision. If your cat is staring at a wall, there's a very real chance something is moving inside it. Number 8. Cats detect infrasound before disaster strikes. This one is genuinely unsettling. Cats can hear infrasound, low-frequency vibrations that fall entirely below the threshold of human perception. These are the same deep rumbles generated by approaching storms, seismic activity, and even volcanic shifts. Historical accounts from the 2004 tsunami and various earthquakes around the world describe cats behaving frantically hours before any instruments picked up a thing. If your cat suddenly turns restless, paces for no reason, or disappears into unusual hiding spots, pay close attention. They might be responding to a warning signal written in a frequency you'll never be able to hear. Number 7. Cats feel heat like living thermal cameras. Cats are exquisitely sensitive to temperature in ways that go far beyond simply seeking out a warm spot on the couch. They have thermoreceptors concentrated in their faces, particularly around their noses, which allow them to sense radiant body heat from nearby creatures. This ability is believed to be a hunting adaptation, helping their wild ancestors locate warm-blooded prey even in complete darkness. It also explains why cats always seem to find the single warmest person in the room and settle directly on top of them. They're not choosing you for your personality. They're reading your infrared signature. Think of your cat as a walking thermal scanner wrapped in fur. Number 6. Their whiskers are a sixth sense in disguise. Most people think whiskers are just cute. They are catastrophically wrong. A cat's whiskers, called the vibrissae, are deeply embedded sensory organs packed with nerve endings that detect the tiniest shifts in air pressure and surrounding movement. This means cats can sense the shape of objects without ever touching them, detect air currents disturbed by nearby prey, and even gauge whether a gap is wide enough to fit their body before committing to the squeeze. In near-total darkness, a cat's whiskers essentially build a three-dimensional map of the surrounding space. They're not just navigating, they're scanning like a living sonar system.
Number 5.
Cats read your emotional state better than you might realize. Now, before we continue, we want to know, which of your cat's abilities has surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below, and let's see what the community has picked up on. Cats are not the cold, emotionally detached creatures that popular culture made them out to be. They are highly attuned to human emotional signals. Studies show that cats track changes in your facial expression, tone of voice, and even your body posture. They register stress hormones you release into the air and adjust their own behavior in response. If you've ever had your cat suddenly appear and sit quietly beside you during a difficult day, that was not a coincidence. They sensed the shift in your emotional chemistry and made a deliberate choice to be there. Number 4. A cat's nose maps a world completely invisible to you. A cat's sense of smell is roughly 14 times stronger than a human's. But the real secret weapon is something else entirely: the Jacobson's organ, also known as the vomeronasal organ, located in the roof of the mouth. When a cat opens their mouth slightly in that odd, blank-faced expression known as the Fleeman response, they're not zoning out. They're channeling scent molecules directly into a secondary sensory system designed specifically to analyze pheromones and chemical messages. This allows them to detect fear, aggression, illness, reproductive status, and the emotional history of everyone who has recently passed through a space. Your cat walks into a room and reads it like a dossier. Number 3. They detect motion in ways that make them natural-born hunters. A cat's visual system is optimized not for color, but for motion detection. Their field of view spans approximately 200 degrees, and their peripheral vision is exquisitely tuned to catch the faintest flicker of movement. This is the neurological backbone of a hunting instinct that never fully powers down. Even in the most domesticated lap cat, a leaf skittering across the floor, a cursor gliding across a screen, a shadow shifting 2 rooms away, all of it registers with an intensity you simply don't experience. This is also why laser pointers are almost cruel in their effectiveness. You're not entertaining your cat. You're activating a sensory system that was refined over millions of years. Number 2. Cats sense magnetic fields and may navigate by the Earth itself. This is where it gets quietly extraordinary. Emerging research suggests that cats, like certain birds and some other mammals, may possess magnetoreception, the ability to detect the Earth's magnetic field. This would explain the well-documented phenomenon of cats finding their way home across distances of dozens or even hundreds of miles. Cases exist of cats reuniting with their owners after relocating to entirely new cities, following routes they could not logically have known. Their internal compass may be tuned to something ancient and planetary, something no human technology has yet been able to fully replicate. Next time your cat stares into the middle distance, they might not be daydreaming. They might be orienting. Number 1. Cats and the paranormal. What are they actually seeing? And here we are, the one that keeps people up at night. Almost every cat owner has a story. The 3 a.m. stare down an empty hallway, the sudden hiss directed at a corner no one else is looking at, the slow, deliberate tracking of something moving across the ceiling that isn't there. Science doesn't confirm ghosts, but it does confirm this. Cats perceive a version of reality so fundamentally different from ours that their reactions will always outpace our explanations. UV light we can't see, sounds we'll never hear, vibrations we can't feel, chemical information we can't read, electromagnetic fields we can't sense. When your cat reacts to something invisible, the most honest answer is simply this: invisible to you. Their world is not your world, and whatever they're watching in that empty corner at 3 a.m., they are absolutely certain it's there. Understanding your cat's extraordinary senses helps you see them not as mysterious or distant, but as creatures operating on an entirely different plane of perception. But knowing what your cat can sense is only half the picture. Knowing what your cat truly needs from you is just as important. So watch our next video to discover the 12 things cats secretly wish you understood. Missing even one of them could be affecting your bond right now. Don't let that happen.